once again.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Moonstar here, and we just finished the entire season of Harley Quinn. It's official. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are canon. Who's celebrating? Woo! If you're new to my channel, subscribe. If you're not, well, you know the drill. Sit back, enjoy, relax, and get down to the video. Let's begin. So the episode basically starts off with the mayor of Gotham giving the key to the city to all the heroes that helped stop Dr. Psycho and Poison Ivy's plan. Mostly Dr. Psycho's plan, but you get the point. But where, I'm gonna ask this, like, where did Vibe and the space cabbie come from? Like, who's the space cabbie, and why is Commissioner Gordon not getting a key to the city? I mean, granted, he's a terrible commissioner and a police officer, but yeah, he deserves one. And then we get back to Harley. After the events of the last episode, the whole thing with Ivy and the Justice League, like, how did she get in prison, though? I mean, this is Harley Quinn we're talking about. How did her crew escape and she ends up in Arkham? Unless she really wants to be there by herself. Anyway, our crew comes to break out and decides she doesn't want to come out to disrupt Harley's wedding or whatever that we know is not going to happen. And it won't be a Harley Quinn episode without shenanigans, so let's hop right to it. Two-Face convinces Gordon that he should run for mayor. Yeah, that's right. Gordon should run for mayor. Because that doesn't work out. That's not going to work. Two-Face convinces him he has to be a hero if he ever wants to run for mayor of Gotham City. So he gives him a list of Poison Ivy's guest list for her wedding. I just said guest list. Oh my god. The guest list for Poison Ivy's wedding, and he tells her to rate it. That's going to be seen as a hero. And then, you know, he does his usual thing he does. He's an idiot, so he's going to follow through with the plan that Two-Face set out for him. While Poison Ivy tries to convince Kite Man that what she did with Harley was a fling, even though we know it's not. Why, though? Why would he believe this? Anyway, she convinces him that it's all a fling and it's all in the past. You know, I'm really sad about this because it took a really long time to develop this relationship with Poison Ivy and Kite Man from season 1 until now. I feel like it's been wasted. All that time has been wasted. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy thing is cool, but it feels wasted. And then we get to another funny part of the episode where Poison Ivy just kills Condiment King. I mean, the guy was literally asking for it, but still, it's horrible. Frank just eats the guy like he's nothing. Because I'm just gonna say it's normal. It's a normal Harley Quinn thing. But this was freaking funny. And then Poison Ivy just convinces Kite Man that he left town forever and he's not coming back. Yay, I guess. But on the other hand, Two-Face is manipulating Harley. He tells Harley that Commissioner Gordon is gonna bust the wedding, even though he's the one actually sent him to the wedding. And then she breaks him out of Arkham Asylum, so he tells her the info. That's pretty much all the Two-Face does in this episode. While Gordon rallies up his troops to, well, dismantle Ivy's wedding and to capture all the villains there on the guest list, including Poison Ivy too. But he's got something in store for him. Well, they remind him that they don't have powers, the villains do, and he says he's got a plan. And you know what the plan is, don't you? Kidnap all the staff and replace them with police cops. Cops? Yeah, you just kidnap all the staff and replace them with cops, because that's basically all he does. And then get prepped to destroy this disaster of a wedding. I mean, it was always going to get destroyed, but it didn't have to be by their hands. Then Harley just waltzed into the wedding venue with everyone staring at her because if you remember in the last episode, Dr. Psycho sent out a telepathic image for the entire of Gotham to see. I can imagine that people are very peeved at her, you know, seeing Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn just live in Gotham. Anyway, on the guest list of this wedding, we do get to see some very interesting people. I see Livewire in the picture. We get to see a lot of villains like Cheetah and the one biggest cameo ever, Tim Burton. Okay, I'm not sure that's really Tim Burton. I mean, Clayface calls him Tim Burton, but Catwoman calls him Gary. He's just Catwoman's date. She calls him Gary, but for some reason, Clayface thinks he's Tim Burton, so let's just go with it. And then it's Cop Squad Assemble. More like Bridesmaids Assemble, but you get what I'm talking about. Harley's trying to get the cop squad to try and believe her story that the Two-Face or Gordon's got to ruin this wedding, but no one's buying it. They basically just think she's there to ruin Harley Ivy's wedding because, like I said before, all of Gotham saw the thing that Dr. Psycho did in the last episode. I can't really say it in this video. I don't want to get demonetized. You get my point. But all of Gotham saw it, and now Harley joined the bridesmaids to find Commissioner Gordon and stop him from wrecking the wedding. Ivy spots Harley and tells her to leave because, well, she's basically just ruining her marriage at this point. Well, it's not a marriage, but relationship with Kite Man, she's just ruining it. And then we get to the final wedding where they're exchanging vows, and Kite Man gives a very long, detailed look at how him and Ivy's life is supposed to go out. I'm just saying, if I was Ivy, I would never, ever just think of ever marrying this dude. And then we get to Ivy's part, which is like a super funny part of the episode where you can tell that she doesn't want to do this. You can tell that this, even if she believes she wants to do this, you can tell she really doesn't want to do it. Look what she's reading her vows off a piece of paper. Then Commissioner Gordon attacks, gasses the entire wedding ballroom. Okay, fine, she gasses the entire wedding. But what's really funny is how even after he gasses the wedding, Clayface decides to burst into song. Anyway, Harley saves them by blowing the window and getting the gas out. Then all the villains do the usual Harley Quinn shenanigans by murdering all the cops and blood. There was so much blood. Oh my god. Like, if you have a kid that's under 10, don't let them watch this. I mean, under 13, PG-13. I mean, this is basically PG-13. Don't let any kid watch this, like, ever. This is literally a bloodbath with a song, because violence is made classy by classic music. Because Clayface is basically singing out an entire song at this point, while the villains ruthlessly tear apart the police officers and murder them. It's all very cathartic. See, we got Killer Frost, Livewire, and Heatwave. Yeah, that's like a cool menagerie. Did I just say menagerie? Oh my gosh. Okay, like I said, Clayface would make a perfect lounge singer. I mean, I know we all call him dramatic and all, but this song, he's running to Tim Burton right here. Mwah, perfect. Speaking of Tim Burton, I know he's a very controversial character because to me he wrote one of the most terrible Batman movies of all time. But just go down to the comment section, tell me what you think about Tim Burton. Anyway, Harley saves Ivy and Kite Man and brings them onto the lawn while the church is basically being set on fire. And by the way, did you know that Ivy is basically a minister? She offers to minister a wedding of Ivy and Kite Man, but he says no because he has basic common sense. And I'm just going to say it. I said it a million times. I'm just going to say it again. I feel like they put in so much effort into this relationship from season 1. You didn't think it would happen, and then it happened, and then it's almost like they were stringing us along for this because they wanted Ivy to end up with Harley. But why didn't they just do that since? Because I feel like this whole Kite Man Ivy thing has been completely wasted. I mean, I know you guys want Poison Ivy to end up with Harley, but this is just basically ruining this guy, wasting this guy's time. I feel like the writers put in so much effort into Kite Man to just like toss him out. I mean, I hope we get to see him in season 3. But have you noticed something about this episode? I was expecting a Batgirl to pop up here somewhere, or Batman, but I know it's called Harley Quinn, but I just was expecting, for Batgirl to pop up, like, to help Ivy and Harley. She's done it before. And then they get into a chase. Commissioner Gordon starts to chase them down because he wants to capture them. Wow, at this point, I noticed Commissioner Gordon's Batgirls. That means if he wasn't, I would want Harley to kill him. I don't know why. I mean, Harley usually kills her enemies. I don't know why she hasn't murdered Commissioner Gordon yet. She should totally do that. Like, next season, she should totally just murder him. I have to say it. I had to say it. Like I said, Commissioner Gordon decides to chase them down. Okay, I keep saying Commissioner Gordon. Okay, it sounds really weird. Maybe I should just stop calling Commissioner Gordon. I'll just call him Gordon from now on. Anyway, like I was saying, Gordon and his entire SWAT team would try to murder Harley while they drive around the maze of the wedding, and Ivy finally confesses what we've all been waiting for, or like 90% of the fans have been waiting for. I know like 10% of people did not ship Poison Ivy and Harley. I know you're all gonna be mad. Like, I know you're gonna be mad, but not everyone actually shipped Ivy and Harley. I think some people actually like them better as friends than as lovers. But no, you can't please everyone. And then Ivy pours out her heart to Harley for like the last 10 minutes of the entire episode. And then they burst through the church window while trying to escape the cops. And then we finally get a glimpse of what's to come in season 3. More like what's happening at the end of season 2. But in season 3, they're gonna like spend more time on this. And then they glare into each other's eyes, confessing what we all know they would have done for the past 6 episodes or so. And then you get the most amazing, appetizing moment of the fandom, where they finally kiss. And that's the end of the episode, where the cops are chasing them down. Thank you for watching this video. If you've made it this far, I love you guys. make different videos on TV shows like Harley Quinn, Charmed, Never Have I Ever, DC Marvel, basically all TV shows. Please visit my channel sometime and share.